Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy John the Segway. Look, today's video, it was kind of a flop. I was out recording for you guys, like telemetry data stuff. I was using my Garmin Enduro 3 and I was using the DJI Remote, and then out of curiosity, I went and used the Enduro 3 watch. This is a Garmin watch, by the way, with the Insta360 AcePro, because the AcePro can also take telemetry data from the Garmin watches or Garmin bicycle computers, any Garmin device that can actually record and save to the Garmin Connect app, the Insta360 app, and the DJI Mimo app then goes and communicates with the Garmin Connect app, finds a timestamp of the recording from your activity, and tries to somewhat match it up with the video footage that you've taken, as long as you've taken them at the same time. Okay, and I'm gonna guess it's the watch. I'm gonna show you guys the recordings anyway, but I chopped it up just to the part where I accelerated hard, so you guys can kind of see that the Garmin watch just can't keep up with the acceleration. It just can't. So if you guys are wanting to use telemetry data for racing or riding really fast, and you want your speedometer as far as what shows on the screen from the Garmin device, your Apple guys can use your Apple watches too. I don't know what your refresh rate is for your GPS module inside your Apple watch, but for the Garmin watch, it's like 1 hertz per second or something like that, which is slow. It'll always read your actual speed as long as you're not hard accelerating or hard deaccelerating in the process. So if you're just out and you're on an open road and you're just cruising, it will show your actual speed while you're cruising. But if you're doing that hard acceleration and deacceleration, it's just not going to show it accurately. It just doesn't keep up. I feel like my Enduro 2 did a better job at telemetry data than Enduro 3, but it could be me. My Enduro 2, it actually worked really good in comparison, but I'll show you guys how it looks. Okay, in this video you guys are going to see, I was going to show you guys the Action 4, right? But the telemetry data from the watch is so far apart that I can't get it to sync with the video of the Action 4. So I'm just not going to show you the Action 4. I'm going to show you the Action 5. And then I'll show you the Ace Pro, and you guys will see which one is which, because I have the actual Action 5 Pro interface, or like the little logo on the bottom of the screen, so you guys kind of know, and it's going to be the one that's the first footage. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, any questions syncing your telemetry data or getting the telemetry data from your watch or from the GPS remote to your footage, is simple. You just use the app, you find the file that should have telemetry data with it. You either click dashboard for DJI's interface, or you click Insta360 has their own little thing. You'll see it in the video. So anyways, without further ado, that's all I got. Let me show it to you. Let's get to the video. Okay guys, so here's the moment that you guys have not been waiting for. Does the Action 5 Pro start up faster than the Action 4? Because everybody keeps saying it does, and that's not what I'm seeing. So here we go. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna turn them off. It's the same thing, pretty much. Unless you want to be real picky, we're gonna try it again. Look at the seconds. So anyways, this is a telemetry data test. I got the Garmin Enduro 3. I have it set to track me. It said GPS is ready now. So right now, as of 1 minute and 5 seconds, it should be recording GPS data. And then we have the DJI's Bluetooth GPS remote over here on my handlebar. That is connected to the Action 5, and I will get the information for the Action 4 from my Garmin watch. Now this video is just for me, for you guys that like to motorcycle, you know, guys who like to motovlog, and you want to use a GPS remote. Maybe you already have a Garmin watch or Apple Watch, because those two types of devices are compatible as far as getting GPS data for your Action 4 and Action 5 camera footage. So what has to happen is you guys have to start recording first. I would always say with the Garmin devices, if you want to use any Garmin device, it could be a bicycle computer or it could be any one of their watches, for as long as the Garmin device can save to the Garmin Connect app. That's very important. The Garmin watch that you use or the Garmin device have to be able to track your activity and save it to the Garmin Connect app, because the DJI Mimo app pulls the information from the Garmin Connect app. So that's just something you guys have to keep in mind. As far as you Apple users go, you guys still have to track your activity with your Apple Watch, but you have to save it to whatever software you Apple guys have. I don't have an Apple Watch to actually show you guys. So whatever you guys' watches save your information to, that's where your DJI Mimo app will pull the telemetry data from. Now, so far, guys, it's been kind of iffy as far as will the DJI Mimo app find this telemetry data from my Garmin device. More times not than it has as far as found the telemetry data. So I would tell you right now, until DJI updates their system, I would tell you to get the GPS remote. I mean, not to mention it's very water resistant. It's not waterproof, but it's very water resistant. You guys can find the information on that on DJI's website, on Amazon. There's a couple of places where you can buy the DJI's GPS remote. Just make sure you guys are buying the Garmin, make sure you guys are buying the DJI's GPS remote and not the Bluetooth remote. The Bluetooth remote only works with the Action 3, 2, and the original DJI Osmo cameras. If you try to get the regular Bluetooth remote thinking you're getting a GPS remote for a steal, you're going to get a remote for a steal. It's just going to be a Bluetooth remote, and it will not work with your Action 4 and Action 5 cameras, nor will you get telemetry data from it. I repeat, the DJI's Bluetooth remote does not give you telemetry data. It has to be the GPS Bluetooth remote, which is going to be somewhere around $79, okay, US dollars. I don't know what it costs in euros or anywhere else. So without further ado, let's go on and get this started. Now, I'm going to try to make sure these videos are perfectly synced with each other, because what I want you guys to see is the refresh rate differences between the GPS remote from the DJI and Garmin's refresh rate. Apple watches, I don't know if they use 10 hertz, if they have a 10 hertz refresh rate, which means they're a lot more accurate as far as pace goes. But the Garmin watches, they only do 1 hertz per second. So the refresh rate's a lot slower. It will always read your speed accurately, but not the pace of the speed. So I have my Nami scooter, which accelerates pretty hard for an electric scooter. So I'm using the scooter to show you guys the differences in the acceleration between the two devices when you want to use them for GPS data. The Garmin device is gonna be good for if you're bicycling, if you're walking, if you're running. I wouldn't even bother getting the DJI's Bluetooth remote in that instant, because your Garmin watch is going to be probably superior in every way, in resistance to water, all weather resistance, all kinds of stuff. So anyways, without further ado, these freaking bugs are just all fucking, let's get this going. So there we go. Did you guys see the acceleration differences? All right, guys, so we're gonna do one more pull. Watch the acceleration, guys. Watch the acceleration. You guys are supposed to see the refresh rate differences. So we're gonna go from standstill to whatever speed I decide to stop at. And if this windy, I apologize for the wind noise. As I understand, it could be pretty crazy. I'm not gonna use the internal recording from the cameras for the audio. I'm just gonna let it be what it's gonna be. Damn. Now I'm going to show you guys, and it is very, very easy. You almost don't even need me to show you guys how to put telemetry data into your footage. I'm just going to tell you guys what I use. I use the DJI Mimo app either on my cell phone or my Android tablet, and you're going to go into settings. You have to make an account. There's a whole bunch of things you got to do. You got to go to download the DJI Mimo app, then you got to make an account. After you make an account, you have to make sure it's email and password type of account. If you've got a brand new camera, you're going to have to register it. It's going to prompt you on how to do all of that stuff. Like, I literally don't need to show you how to do it, because it's just going to tell you, hey, press this, press that, press that. All you got to do is just touch. Everything's touch screen these days. You don't have to like do any special coding or anything like that to make any of this stuff work. So you're going ahead and you download the app, make your account, email, password. Make sure your Wi-Fi is on when you're using a phone or a tablet. That way your phone can communicate with your camera, because your phone communicates with your camera through Wi-Fi. So you make sure your Wi-Fi is on, and then it's gonna, sometimes it finds the camera itself, and then it's gonna say, hey, these are the numbers that's on the screen of your camera. And then you look at the camera screen, look for the numbers, like, oh yes, the same numbers, and you press OK. It's all prompt stuff, guys. And then now you can find the footage. If you look on and you click on the camera usually automatically pulls up all of the files that you've recorded. And make sure your telemetry data for you Garmin guys. So I have my Garmin watch still going. So let me show you guys real quick how to stop recording with the Garmin watch. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the watch right here on the top right on the Enduro series phones, watches. You press the button, it's gonna stop automatically. And then you're going to go on ahead and go press save. Sometimes you have to, I have to unlock the screen. Then you want to press save. And it's going to ask me if I want to save activity, and then yes, activity saved. So right now what's happening is this watch is sending the information to my cell phone or my tablet. When you download the Garmin Connect app, whatever device you downloaded that app on, and whatever is going to have to be the same device you have the Mimo app on. That's what I do. Okay, if I download the Garmin Connect app on my cell phone, and then I download it on my tablet, but the first time I've ever connected my Garmin device to my device was to my cell phone, then the Mimo app has to be on the cell phone, because it's going to look on my cell phone for that information from this watch. So that's something you guys have to keep in mind. It sounds complicated, but it's not really complicated. It's pretty simple. So it saved this information. So when I go into the DJI Mimo app, I should be able to click on dashboard, because once you open up the video file and now you're looking at the video, and you can scroll through the bottom, it has like the little timeline on the bottom of the screen just below the actual screen of the video. You should see the word dashboard. You're going to press dashboard, and then that's where you see all the telemetry data that is available for this file. If you do not see it, you're going to see a button that says let's go to the phone. I'll show you guys. Okay, so this is supposed to be a DJI video, but I'm just too curious now. I am so curious to see if the telemetry data is the issue with the watch, or is it the software with DJI? Because it's just not making sense. The telemetry data never syncs up when I record with the Garmin watch, and I'm using the Enduro 3, which is pretty known for accuracy and battery life. So we're gonna see right now. Watch the acceleration. Okay, now let's see what shows up. Okay, and that's it, guys. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys got to learn something or figured out how to use the GPS remote. From what it seems like, guys, the GPS remotes for either the Insta360 AcePro or the DJI Action 4 and Action 5 cameras. Remember, the DJI's remote, the GPS remote, only works with the Action 5 and Action 4 cameras. Does not work with the Action 3 cameras. But it seems like buying those remotes are going to be your best option, so that's what I'm going to recommend for now. But as always, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you guys care to. Hit the like button if you like the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.